Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the Panzer VII, a tier 10 German heavy tank, and I'm pretty sure it's a super heavy. Give me a second, and I'll find out. So why am I driving this tank? Pretty much it's top of the tree or on track, and yes, it is a super heavy. So yeah, it's on track. Well, the entire German tech tree is on track. What does that mean? Every German tech tree tank is on sale, and every German tank earns more XP. It gets a 2 times booster, I think, for every match you play. So it's really nice. So if you want to grind through any of your German tanks, it's very good time to do it. And you only have this week to do it. So during this week, I'm going to be showcasing the Panzer VII, the Waffenträger E100, and the Grill 15. So if you're deciding to go down either of those lines or deciding which one to buy first, and you want to pick one, those are actually the only tier 10 German tanks I actually had. So it's the only ones I can show you. So that's kind of one of why I wanted to show them off. To show off the tier 10 German tanks that I have. And it's like, oh, do you want to play this? Do you want to get this? Do you want to start researching it or start going down the line? That's kind of why I'm doing this kind of video for all three. And this video is just going to be the Panzer VII. Tomorrow will be the Waffenträger E100 or Grill 15, or I will have a tank review on the Tier 8 premium German heavy tank that just came out today, the Icebreaker, the VK7501K. So yeah, you can see videos of the Icebreaker, Waffenträger E100, and Grill 15 all this week. And yes, we are done with the monster mode, so you won't be seeing any of those tanks. You won't be seeing any more of those kind of videos for a year. Okay? For almost a year. Because I won't start doing those kind of videos again until another year. But anyway, here's a mouse. I tried to aim for his lower plate, but accidentally tracked him right there. But it's fine. He's stuck there. Hopefully somebody will shoot him and pin him. And I was trying to do I was trying to make his angle like a over angle so I could pin him and track him at the same time, but it wasn't really working. But now I'm just going to use this Super Sherman, and he's out. Now the Panzer VII is actually a really good tank. It has really good frontal armor. The upper glacis plate is pretty much impenetrable. It is 240 millimeters thick. So the only really weak points you have on this tank, your lower plate, the only reason people pin your lower plate if they load premium is 230 millimeters thickness. 230 millimeters of thickness. Your gun mantlet is actually a weak point. It is, I think, 160? It might be 200. It's 160 to 200. If you have enough penetration, you can actually punch through the gun mantlet before you punch through the lower plate. Now, and there's 2 more weak points on this tank. There's more weak points on this tank, but I'm just going to go over the main weak points. Now, the 2 main weak points that everybody knows about is 160 millimeters thick, and they're basically on the left and the right side of the turret. They're very noticeable when you're side scraping and somebody hits you there and it pins, and it's kind of really hard for me to say. And that Conway tried to hit me there, and I just got pinned there, and I just got pinned on the left one. As you can see, I'm getting pinned in my weak points on the left and the right. They're like little round things that stick out inside your turret. And that's where that guy's pinning me. And yeah, they're pretty weak, but you can always make people ricochet off of them. I do it all the time, and pretty much all the weak points of this tank you can make people ricochet off all the time. Okay. Yeah. Now, what I want to talk about is the gun. The gun is actually a really good gun. It does 560 damage per shot. That fires a 3.95 rounds per minute. That has a DPM of 2,212. Not the best DPM, but it has great alpha. 560, penetration 258, premium penetration 315. Accuracy is 0.37, aim time is 2.6. And there's the tier 9. One right before this one. It has really good frontal armor, but the turret's kind of weak on that tank. And I'm trying to ram it, and nope. Waffen Trigger 100 killed it before I could even ram it. Now, the engine power on this tank is actually kind of nice because it kind of moves. It goes 3 forward and 15 reverse. The 15 reverse is actually kind of nice. Now as I'm looking at it, the horsepower per ton is really bad at 10. 10 horsepower per ton. So, what is happening right now? Right now, I know artillery is still in play, and I know exactly where artillery is. So, I'm telling people to go and take artillery out. And nobody's going to go take out artillery. Then I see this Kampfpanzer right in front of me, so I was like, okay, I'm going to click this Kampfpanzer and tell him to go take out artillery. And so if he actually goes, and he says, on my way. Now, I was actually surprised by this. He's actually going to go take out artillery. And right now, I'm just going to snap a shot into the VK101P. Now, I know the artillery's in K1, so all I want to do is just back up against this rock so the the artillery cannot get a shot on me. And there's the icebreaker I'm going to do a tank review of tomorrow. I think it will be tomorrow. So basically, I'm just hiding behind this rock so the artillery cannot get a shot into me. And sometimes I do pop out here, but it's very risky because the artillery could be focusing me. More than likely, it's focusing me, but I can just wait for the Kampfpanzer 50T to distract the artillery, which is exactly what they're doing. And now I see that, and now I'm just going to push this icebreaker because I know the artillery is too busy worrying about the Kampfpanzer that's taking them out. And right there is a weak point on the icebreaker. Look, it's a weak point, I got to show you. Very easy weak point, and the icebreaker actually tried to pin me in my weak point on the right side. And I tried to pin through the mantlet, the cheats of the icebreaker, but it doesn't work. It's actually 250 millimeters thick right there, which is actually pretty nice. It's thicker there on that tier 8 premium tank than the tier 7, than the tier 8 tech tree tank and the tier 9 of this line. Which the icebreaker plays very similar to the tier 9 and the tier 10 of this line. So yeah, that's the Panzer VII. Very good frontal armor, very good, nice gun, racks up a lot of damage really quickly. I've done several games in a row where I did 6,000, 7,000 damage in a row, and it's just a fun tank. Really good frontal armor. It's okay at side scraping because you gotta worry about your weak points, so you can't really side scrape all the time, especially when somebody knows about your weak point. It's not really a well-known weak point. Those things on the side are very well-known compared to your gun mantlet. Your gun mantlet is pretty weak, but most people don't know about shooting your gun mantlet, so it's very fine. So, yeah. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember SLAPAFISH because we're always done. And peace out. See ya.